Hello and welcome back. Today in this video I want to share with you what accessories I have on my Multistrada 950, what I think about it, and what options are there out on the market. So stay with me. Alright. Hello, I'm Nikolai. Welcome to Spoke Wanderer. Let's roll. Now, I made already a video about if you need protection for the Multistrada, where you see the enduro pack. So this was one of the first extras and gadgets actually that I bought for the bike. Skid plate is super heavy duty. The scratch bars, they're just sturdy. I think they're properly bomb proof. The lights, they work, at least for me. The radiator guard does the job. And in combination with the Barkbusters, they work properly. I mean, you can see here they are quite scratched already, and they saved me already twice in replacing this plastic handguard, because I think if I would have gone down without the Barkbusters, I had to replace that. So this was definitely a good investment. I put a link up in the description. Handguard wise, I choose the Barkbusters because I know them from my previous bikes and they did always a good job, and it's a well-known brand certainly. Now for the Multistrada, there's several other brands which you can get handguards. I had at the beginning from CNC Racing the ones in which go just like that, just like on the sides. I put a picture here. Then I've seen also the Hepco and Becker, which are a bit roundish, and they have two tubulars going one up, one down, so the indicator is in between. Picture now. Then I heard also about the Motech, which I liked actually the most. Unfortunately, they are not available for the regular Multistrada 950. They are available only basically 950S, 1200, 1260, and they're for all models. Now, why can I not have the Motech ones? Because of this reservoir. Now, the regular Multistrada has the reservoir like that. And the 950S, the 1200s and 1260s, they have a floating reservoir. So the Motech, they would mount with your mirror, versus the Barkbusters, they mount here at the handlebar. Now, just to mention to you, I'm not sponsored by anyone till now, so it would be super cool if you hit the subscribe button to support my channel, to give me a thumbs up, and hopefully definitely leave a comment, because only when you give me a feedback and a comment I get better, and certainly I know exactly what you want to see. Now, as you can see, I have also bar risers installed. That's the ones from Rox Speed FX, the pivoting bar risers, 2 inches, so 5.1 centimeters. Before I had from CNC Racing the 30mm ones which go underneath here, so they bring it just straight up. It was okay-ish, better than the original, but still not ideal for myself. So with these ones I'm absolutely happy. Now the Hepco and Becker, they would clip on the original bar clamps. So as you can see, there's no access anymore, and now with the Rox Speed FX, the Hepco and Becker wouldn't work. Now these are the bar risers which I had before the Rox Speed FX. They are from CNC Racing, and basically just mount underneath and lift it up by 30mm or 3 centimeters. So having this Rox Speed FX gives you additional, when you have the regular bar risers or no bar risers, you can just tilt the handlebar front and back. Yeah, with this one you get additional access, so you can tilt the handlebar closer to you or further away from you, still being able to tilt the handlebar to the front or to the back. So you have much more adjustability to it. So what I mounted also from the beginning is from CNC Racing, the water pump guard. From Ducati bike I have the frame plugs. I got them in gold, so it gives a little bit of a contrast with the red. Apologies that it's so dirty, that's a Scott Euler. It's a Multistrada model, so it comes with a specific instruction of how to route all the lines in the bike, and it's only one-sided, but it works amazing. So Scott Euler, I don't want to miss it at all. I have the original Ducati, it's not the carbon, it's a regular the brake disc protector for the back as well. The original chain guard from underneath here, which is also original Ducati, but not carbon. Then as we all know, the brake pedal, the front brake pedal is quite tiny on the Multistrada 950. So I bought this extension from AltRider, which is also, you can either from down or when you're doing a bit off-road from up here, which is very nice and very handy, which I just love and don't want to miss. I also have from SW Motech here the foldable gear shifter. I don't have a quick shifter on the Multistrada. I know the Multistrada 950S comes already included the quick shifter. Then I have as well from AltRider the side stand extender. So to have a bigger base a little bit when you go somewhere and you have some loose underground. So as you can see, I have also the Puig fender extender installed, which is with 1, 2, 3, 4 rivets installed on a regular fender. You have to drill 4 small holes, stick it under and put the rivets in. As you can see here, it's already a small piece missing. Now I'm not sure exactly, but I think the knobbies they added up. And yeah, apologies, the bike is extremely dirty. I was riding a bit gravel roads for my last video, and temperatures were so cold so I didn't wash it. And even though the fender extender, dirt goes here. Luggage wise, I decided to go for SW Motech. I bought, in the first year I owned the bike, I bought the Trax ADV side cases, 45 liter. They came at that time with the Evo carrier. Now 45 liters is quite a bit. I choose them because I was thinking I can put the helmet in there. I was wrong. Now here you can see that's Rizoma sequential indicators. They're quite nice. I wanted to have them because I just love the looks of it. And as you can see, they're really bright. So they're quite small and really bright. Now they are actually just plug and play into the original mounting points of the indicators. You have to have an adapter plate which goes in here. Unfortunately, this adapter plate, well, it should be plug and play, but you have to drill a hole. So the original hole which comes with the adapter plate is here, but then the internal mount doesn't fit with the indicators. So you drill an extra hole, you close the hole, and they're good to go. It's really just plug and play. You don't need any relay and no nothing. So as mentioned, I have the Givi tank lock ring, and I have the original small tank back from Ducati. Now this one is just about to work with the Rox Speed FX. As you can see, it touches, but I still can do full lock. So it's not a problem at all. It touches, but it doesn't that much interfere. So this is the maximum. What doesn't work anymore, I can't put my mobile phone anymore. So as soon as I put the tank back, the mobile phone is out of the game. But theoretically, if you want to, you can put it in here and you still would see it if needed. This is the mount for the Garmin Zumo XT. So I never had any issues with it, so it's mounted directly to the ignition with the battery, so as soon as you switch it on, also the Zumo will start up. I will make a separate review about the Zumo at a later stage. Now what you see here, I installed the Zumolock behind it, so to secure the Zumo down. You have basically this little key. You go in the back, you lock it, close it down, and at least when you're at the petrol station, it's not that easy to get it down, so they would rather damage it. So this is definitely a small feature which is worth to buy. When you want to remove it, you go just in with the key, zack, open it, clip it off, and off you go. Security on the bike is also a small factor which we shouldn't forget. I have this Abus Granite Victory X Plus disc lock, which is absolutely genius. It's not cheap. It costs what, about €100, and this is really gold. I had another one from Abus before, which I really had a challenge to mount it, and with this one is just so much better. Then I have an alarm system installed on the bike from M&S Systems, the Legos 2, including the vibration sensor, which is basically when I park it somewhere, I activate it, and it has two functions. Either someone takes it from the center stand and tilts it, it gives an alarm, or with the vibration sensor, is basically someone will just do something on the bike and it goes off. Now, vibration sensor here, when I parked it at home, I have it most likely deactivated because we have a cat, and when soon the cat goes on and it's too sensitive, you know what's going to happen. So from all these gadgets which I partly showed you, which ones I don't want to miss? Definitely the heated grips, the Barkbusters, the bar risers, the enduro pack, because the safety and the protection is really good with them, and well, they saved me, by investing money, they saved me some money. Now, ergonomic wise, this makes such a hell of a difference. It's just fantastic. It's rather hard or rather difficult to get here in Europe. So in the US, it's not an issue at all to get the Rox Speed FX bar risers. For some of the models, you have them even including vibration dampers. So for the Multistrada, unfortunately not. Of course, for the BMWs, the GSs, the 1200s or 1250, it's available. I don't mind. It has internal vibration dampers, so they work and they're quite good. So I hope you got a small insight of what is possible. I mean, the accessories are almost endless. I hope this little review gave you some information. I'm gonna make separate reviews on certain items on the bike, so more in detail. And apologies that the bike was so dirty, but weather isn't that great. We have still winter months. I still ride whenever it's possible, and that's why washing doesn't make a big washing doesn't make real sense, because next time it will be dirty again. Temperatures are often freezing at night, so it may make more damage on my baby than else. Yeah. So leave some comments, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, support me. I'm Nikolai, your Spoke Wanderer. Ciao for now.